Stupid
Do
ass.
they steal cars in your area, or was
Hell
that?
no.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Ain't no cars getting stolen, and ain't no fools around here stealing no Benzes. That's the easy way to get caught.
Right.
Let's be for real, you know.
Right.
I'm Melissa Davis, Drama and Doobies. So Tubby was on Eyebrows Live, Sharpie Eyebrows panel, and she was talking about how her car got stolen and how she thinks it's MAYBAE or someone connected with MAYBAE, like Kat or Kat's old girlfriend, because, you know, they have to connect everything to the internet, and it's not just the fact that, you know, in Chicago, cars get stolen or anything. And you drive a Mercedes, and those are one of the most known stolen cars too. But, you know, y'all don't want to look at facts. Y'all just want to believe a dumbass. So there's that. But I'm going to give y'all the facts to it, and then we're going to listen to what Tubby had to say about her car getting stolen. Poor boo-boo. Karma's a bitch. Now, it wasn't me. I ain't going to do that shit. I ain't telling nobody go. I ain't got that pool. It's me, myself, and I, okay? Like, I ain't got nobody to send after people, okay? But I will fuck you up if you come to my house. Plain and simple.
Targeted vehicles. While Kia and Hyundai models have been specifically highlighted as frequently targeted in park forests due to social media trends, high-end vehicles like Mercedes-Benz are generally at risk, with models like the G-Class appearing on national most stolen lists. 2025 Trend Park Forest Police have warned residents about leaving vehicles running unattended during cold weather, which has led to car thefts in early 2025. Area Statistics at 25 analysis noted that residents in Park Forest have a 1 in 206 chance of having their vehicle stolen. Statewide context, Illinois ranks 4th in the nation for total vehicle thefts as of the first half of 2025.
When all this doxing and all this shit, when it's all said and done with, who is really over there? Who is really about that fucking life? Like, I feel like everybody over there is all about talk unless they gonna send somebody the fuck else. But I guarantee you, if any one of them bitches
They did send somebody to my house.
Exactly. If anybody met up in person, y'all would tuck
I
your
ain't
tail.
told y'all what they did yet. They
Mhm.
did some shit that I haven't even.
Oh no.
I haven't even mentioned. Let me give an interlude though. Remember when I was live, y'all? Y'all might remember around Mother's Day. I just got off work. It was like a Tuesday. I just got off work, whatever. And I was putting together what was a lie about Cat girlfriend. It was acting like she had just moved. Oh, my bad. Scratch that. They were acting like she had just arrived in Texas. Then I found a picture, which would have been May 1st, 2nd, 3rd, somewhere up in there. But it was May 7th when I did the live. Then I said, wait, I found a picture of them on Facebook under her daughter page or whatever, Cat daughter page. Act 2, some shit, AK, some shit. So I see that, she was out there August 27th, the weekend before. So I said, wait a minute. And they was calling me dopey and everybody was calling me paranoid. Right? And I said, after I did the live, of course, they called me, you know, she always watching shit. Did she make 18-hour cuts and edits and shit, you know? But anyway, she was like, Baby is really getting fucking paranoid. She needs to take her fucking medicine and all this extra shit. And oh my God, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're going down, like you're going downhill type shit. But here's the deal. The crazy part is this. I felt funny. I said, nah, something ain't right. The bitch from Chicago, remind y'all, she's from Chicago, Kat's ex-girlfriend. They were acting like she had arrived that week, within 2 days, 3 days prior. They had posted, not lives, but her at the airport. That was just a video, a recording.
The welcome?
Right? Yeah. Welcome home. That bullshit.
Okay.
It was like they acted like they showed the video as if it was like 2 days prior. Mm-hmm. Right? But when I saw that the girl was already been out there, August 27th, I said, wait a minute. They up to something. I don't know what it is. That means they want to act like the girl is in Texas right now when she really done been came back home. Well, let me bring y'all up to speed. My Mercedes-Benz was stolen that day outside in front of my motherfucking house. Well, across the street.
Wait a minute.
Yes. I didn't tell nobody.
Crazy, right, Pata?
Wait a minute. Because
yeah.
there's been whole lot of Mercedes talk on that bitch's page. Have you noticed that? Because what's
No.
that?
Wait,
I
on
got a
whose
Mercedes
page?
too. On May's page in the last week, it's been a whole lot of Mercedes jokes and talk, and everybody want a Mercedes till it's time to get the brakes done, and all these little Mercedes comments. I got a Mercedes too, so my radar. I'm like, what we talking about?
Bingo. Now
Wait.
wait. So check it. I was up there, right there, the Chicago and me, y'all. I see, and I never mentioned this because I didn't want to give them the gratification of whoever
Right.
it was of knowing and being able to say, "Ha! I had something to do with that." Hee hee ha ha. I wanted them to
Right.
come out with their jokes and insinuations. I wanted them to say, "Oh yeah, bitch. I see why you driving Tracy car more, or I see this, or I see why you're in a rental. Okay, and things like that. But my car was stolen.
It's been a lot of Mercedes talk lately.
Yeah, and it was stolen the day I got off. I was on live. Like I said, I got off work, and everything like that, and we rode home like we do, and we was on the phone talking and everything like that. I sat at the table in my scrubs, stuff like that, when I felt safer to sit at my table, okay, because nobody had arrived to my house yet, so I felt safer to sit at my table. And we sat there with the fucked up blinds, how we do. And I said, y'all, something don't feel right. And they're like, what's up? I said, well, let me say this. And I pulled up the backdrop of the picture with Kat sitting with her girlfriend, hugged up, whatever the fuck they was doing outside of the house or outside in the backyard, wherever they was at. They was lovey-dovey. And it said August 27th. I said, everybody, what date did it say? August 27th. Everybody wrote in the chat. So y'all see the date right? They said, yeah. I said that was last week, y'all. A week and a half ago. Kat just said her girlfriend just arrived. Now check it, MAYBAE. Tune in to this. I never said nothing. Like I said before, I never mentioned nothing. I never said shit. I said, well, just sit back and enjoy the monkey ride and see what happens. But MAYBAE, I know you're just getting here. And for those who are just getting here, okay, we go back to May 7th. I don't have that page no more. Nurse Ratchet is gone. But I do have a screenshot. Whenever I go live, I'll show it. But I do have a screenshot of the date that I did the live. It was May 7th. Because Mother's Day was that Sunday. And, coming up or whatever fuck. Or whatever day it fell on. I can't remember. But Mother's Day. I think it falls on Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. So anyway, long story short, on that live, if y'all can recall, I said they up to something. I said, let me tell y'all, Kat girlfriend happens to be from Chicago, which we all knew that, right? Found out that rather. She made sure to say, I guess whenever she was from Chicago. So they then did this whole video with the girl getting off the plane. I guess not off the plane, but walking through the airport parking lot and going to Kat holding up a sign saying welcome home and all that shit. That is still on Kat's page, I believe, on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken. That was actually dated May 3rd. They uploaded it like, welcome home, my girlfriend's coming to see me, whatever the fuck she's saying, welcome home, bitch. Ain't nobody coming out here to live with you. Oh, you ain't even living by yourself. But okay. Anyway, so that's what the sign said. Maybe it was the photographer. I said,
it off.
all that. So I said, nah, man, something just wasn't adding up. So whatever made me go to either Kat's page or something, maybe they posted something, I don't know, it led me to Kat page, where then I saw she posted under her shit that picture with, and it's on her daughter AK-47. I don't know the page, but AKA Nation page or some shit, and it was a picture of her and the girl. I said, wait a minute, this her daughter page, and she got them, they couple, they relationship on their daughter page. Who does that? But okay, whatever, because it was the first video on the daughter's page was them doing a taste sample for some chips. The little girls was eating some chips and, doing a review. And I said, oh, look at them. They getting their little, at least they be hustling, getting their shit on, They do better than motherfucking MAYBAE now. But anyway, they was doing a little review. So I said, okay, cool. So then I said, wait a minute. I looked again. I said, August 27th. How was she hugged up with this bitch August 27th? And allegedly she just arrived on May 3rd, some fucking way.
Right.
So make this make sense to me. I'm confused. So then I said, okay, whatever. So I went live and I talked about it. I said, so that means they wanted to make it as though the girl just got out there, which means she would still be there for the days that anything could take place out here. She would be out there in Texas. It was an alibi because it just so happens, I'm off work, I'm in the house, the parking lot getting repaired. So a car across the street. I know it's across the street. I ain't got to keep checking out the window. It's across the street. I was off for the next 2 days, so I didn't really go nowhere. I had nowhere to go. It was cool. I was in the crib. It's dark as fuck out here at night. Y'all seen it when I let the dogs out. So I ain't paying attention. I know my shit out there, whatever. It's a lot of cars lined up, whatever. No. The police came to my motherfucking door. A car has been deemed abandoned, talking to them through the ring cam. I said, what you mean? I said, the police, so I lied. I act like I wasn't at home. I said, I'm at the beauty supply house. What's up? So they like, well, this car is coming back to you, Trish Coleman. I said, yeah, this me. It's coming back that is registered to you. I said, I'm the registered owner. Yeah, Mercedes-Benz. Okay. So they said, well, it's abandoned. It's marked abandoned or some shit. I said, what the hell you mean? So at this point, I'm just thinking like, well, damn, motherfucker, I know sometime my goddamn, it was something going on. My headlight will go out and shit, but at times, but damn, don't mark my shit abandoned, because I had an issue with my headlight. So I'm thinking like, damn, y'all out here trying to tell me that my car is abandoned? Come on now, like it ain't even that deep. So it hit me. So I said, okay. He's like, well, I'm Sergeant such and such. Just have her call me or whatever when, give her this message, tell her call me. Because I act like I was the sister. I don't know what I acted like. When the police show up, black people, we might not be who we are till we find out what the fuck going on. Okay? So anyway, I get off. I look at my Mercedes Me Connect app. I see my car is in Crete, Illinois. I said, oh, fuck. My car, because matter of fact, I did it while I was on the phone with him, matter of fact, on the doorbell thing. I was talking to him. He was like, I said, wait, because I instantly thought, what the fuck is he talking about? Like, I mean, it's not abandoned. I can, thinking to myself, do it need to be moved? I mean, what's going on? Like, again, I'm still not running to the window to look out there. I'm just thinking like, they being petty. Police fucking with my car. What about it make y'all think it's abandoned? What the fuck are we talking about? Right? So I then say, okay. I say, these motherfucking cats know they fucking stink, G. I just did this litter this morning. That's number one. And then I'm smelling this hot ass. I'm smelling hot shit. Is what I'm smelling right now. These motherfuckers came in here and shit up this damn litter that fast from this morning. But it's like, damn, y'all asses. Hold on, y'all. Look at this shit. So, okay. So, check it. So, this is the thing, y'all. So, I say, well, bitch, fuck you, man. Funky bitch. So, I say, damn, wait a minute. So, I say, okay, y'all telling me basically I ain't even thought to do anything else. I'm just thinking like, okay, let him finish talking, whatever. My car sitting outside. They probably saying the headlight or whatever. Fuck, who knows? They fucking with me. Either way, they fucking with me. So she said, so then I went to my Mercedes app and you have a Mercedes Connect Me app. I went to that, or Me Connect, whatever. I went to the app and then I said, I saw my car was not in front of the fucking house. At least that's, down the street, up the house, out in the front, nonetheless. So I said, wait a minute. I said, hold up. I said, so my car is stolen? I said, I'm on my app right now, officer. You know what I'm saying? I said, I got to hurry up and get to the house. He's like, well, look, okay, get to the house and say it. It says it was just left on or on last. He give you the last time it was turned on. I said, it was last on yesterday at 5 a.m. Love you, baby. I'm going to head out. You okay? I'm just introducing this. So, they hate me, y'all. It's okay. So I just said to myself, like, what the fuck? And so then I realized my car was no longer in Park Forest, Illinois. It was in Crete, Illinois. I saw the location. I said, so you telling me my motherfucking car was stolen? He said, well, yeah, I said, I got the location. We're about to be on our way there. I said, I'm not at the house. I lied, because I ain't want them to, I ain't know what was going on. I ain't know if motherfuckers was trying to serve me some shit, cease and desist. I ain't know what the fuck. So anyway, we get in the Bay car. We ride over there to Crete. Crete police is there. They like, yeah, a hunter found it. It was in the back, a hunt behind some bushes and shit, behind a forest. He was like, a hunter was out here hunting and shit, and he happened to come across it and called the Creek police. We ran the plates, and we saw that it was from a resident of Park Forest, Illinois. So I know the lieutenant over there, so I called him and told him a resident of theirs car is behind this deserted area, and that this is who it's bringing back to go check on them and let them know whatever the fuck the case may be. So I wanted to mention that because I wasn't wrong in my suspicion.
Right.
No, them bitches had my car stolen and ripped the interior mirror off, because that's the tracking. Usually they think that, but Mercedes is a little bit more clever than that. But most car thieves will rip your rearview mirror out because they fear that the tracking system is located and you'll be discovered.
Yeah.
So I never mentioned that, and when I come back and all that shit, I can show like the receipts and whatever the case may be.
But there was nothing missing or nothing?
It was like, oh yeah, my boxing gloves, they stole them, threw around everything, smoked weed in there, all kind of shit.
Wow.
So like little dumb petty things that wouldn't matter really, stupid.
Do they steal cars in your area, or was that?
No.
I didn't think so.
Ain't no cars getting stolen, and ain't no fools around here stealing no Benzes. That's the easy way to get caught.
Right.
Let's be for real,
Right.
I just wanted to put that out there that it was a little bit more than just my privacy that had been altered. And, that was, like I said, May 7th when I came home. I ain't go nowhere. So I didn't really, like I said, be outside and all that to pay attention. But they had basically stole my shit probably May 8th, like that night when I was asleep.